Namaste. Welcome. Today we're going to continue exploring pranayamas or yogic breathwork. And I'm not sitting on my mat today because the great thing about pranayamas, you can do them in any position, standing, sitting down, as long as you have enough belly available to you. Because as we explored last time, there is a lot of ways in which you can manipulate your breath, and your belly, your core, your abdomen region plays a very important role in that. So just make sure that you have enough belly available to you when you're doing any kind of pranayama. So, last time we talked about how a lot of the way you breathe in and breathe out is actually under your conscious control. So the whole point of pranayamas is to manipulate those parts of the breath that are, in fact, under your conscious control. Today, we're going to focus on manipulating your exhale. So let's start by taking a breath in and breathe out normally. Take another breath. And now we're going to try and consciously lengthen our exhale. Breathe in as you normally would, and breathe out, but just try to make your exhale slightly longer. Count to three. One, two, three. And breathe in again. Let's do it once again so that you can notice what your belly is doing as you're trying to prolong that exhale. In and out. One, two, three. You're probably sensing some muscles in your belly assisting you to push the air out of your lungs. Let's do it once again. In and out. One, two, three. Okay. Now we're going to make this effect more pronounced because I'm going to ask you to really engage your abs when you're exhaling. In and out. One, two, three. And relax. Remember that on the inhale, your belly blows up. On the exhale, your belly sort of deflates, comes down. Let's try to add more conscious motion to that belly movement. Normal inhale, like you regularly would, and consciously engaging our belly muscles in their natural motion. As the belly deflates, just try to make it deflate more pronouncedly. Another breath in and breathe out, assisting your exhale with your belly muscles. In and out. One, two, three. Let's keep working on this. In, out, and on the way out, just try to consciously suck your belly in, out. Suck your belly in, feel your chest lifting, and come back into the inhale. Let's take a couple of regular breaths here and get rested. And now, what we're going to do, we're going to start breathing like this. Regular inhale. Very, very pronounced muscle contraction on the exhale. Suck in your belly. And try to make your exhale longer by holding those muscles in. You can count or you can just go with the flow. Just try to make sure that your exhale is slightly longer than your inhale. This is all for a good reason because the longer your exhale, the more your nervous system is tricked into believing that you are, in fact, relaxed in the rest and digest mode. In and out, assisting ourselves with the belly. Try to catch the wave of motion. And as you're breathing like this, just notice that because your belly is engaged in the act of breathing here, the air rushes out of your lungs on the exhale, making a kind of a whooshing sound from your throat. My elementary students call this the Darth Vader breathing. You can call it whatever you want to call it, but the actual name is the ocean breath. Let's try to notice as we keep exhaling, engaging our belly muscles in their regular motion, deflating the belly, that sound naturally starts coming out of the throat. We will make this effect more pronounced in a second. I'm going to ask you to lower down your chin as you breathe out. And consciously make this whooshing sound with your throat as you do. In and in and. Sounds like a soft snore or a semi-grunt. Ocean breath. Keep working your belly. On the exhale, just make the motion that your belly is already doing more pronounced by sucking it in. And listen to the soothing sound in your throat. It might be easier if you close your eyes here for a second, just to be able to focus on what's going on inside your body better. Don't regulate the rhythm of your breath. Your exhale is already slightly lengthened artificially because you're doing all of those things that I asked you to do, sucking your belly in, making the grunting sound with your throat. Give it a couple more. And we're going to keep building on this because I'm going to show you the shiny skull breath or Kapalakani, which is a very nice method of breath work when you need to let go of things. So we're just going to be making passive inhales. And on the exhale, we're going to start sucking our belly in, engaging it, pulling it up, and rapidly, forcefully exhaling through our nose like this. And then just notice that the inhale happens sort of as if by itself. Do not regulate the rhythm of your breath. Just don't forget to suck your belly in so that your core muscles can assist your diaphragm in pushing the air out of your lungs. Passive inhales, forceful exhales through your nose. Close your eyes and notice the motion of your belly as you're doing this. In and out. Notice how nice it feels to relax it after you have forcefully exhaled with the assistance of your core muscles. If you're using this as a letting go technique, what you can do, you can imagine that the worry, the tension, the sorrows that you're carrying with you, the difficult thoughts, all of that is coming out of you with that forceful exhale. Just practice in your normal rhythm of breath for now. You can turn this into a legitimate core workout if you'd like, if you manipulate the rhythm of your breath as well and make it faster. It's gonna look like this. In and you would notice that if you make your exhales faster, your inhales also become more pronounced. So probably we're not going to focus on that much today. For now, let's just keep breathing in this skull shining breath. Let it go. Let it go again. Let it go as many times as you need. Some snot is normal, so keep a tissue on hand if you'd like. We're going to do 5 more rounds. And we're going to take a break. Relax and take a couple of regular breaths. And notice for a moment the sensations in our body and especially in your head. Focus on your head for a moment. Focus on the insides of your head. To assist in your focusing, you can do the Shambhavi Mudra, which you will do by closing your eyes and focusing your eyes on the space between your eyebrows. Your eyes are not going to actually move that much because your eyes are closed. But it's a nice point of focus there. And notice what's inside your head. Maybe you have thoughts there. Maybe you're thinking how silly all that is. It's okay. You can absolutely have whatever thoughts you're currently having. But see also if you're able to hold them lighter. Because the point of the shining skull breath is to make your head emptier. You're not trying to get rid of your thoughts. You're trying to let them go so that they are not all consuming, so that you are not overly identified with them. We're going to do another round of Kapalakati so that you can sense that effect. Again, passive inhales, forceful exhales with the assistance of your core muscles. We've given ourselves roughly a minute of the shining skull breath. So breathe regularly right now and just notice a certain kind of emptiness in your head. Notice a certain kind of spaciousness that allows you to hold your thoughts, whatever they are right now, with more ease. And that's the point of the shining skull breath. And of course, the reason that it works is because by manipulating the force of our exhale, we are manipulating the oxygen versus carbon dioxide ratio in our brain. And you are very obviously getting it differently than you normally would. So notice again that your skull is shining and that you're able to hold your thoughts with more ease. Let's do some rounds of the ocean breath. I'm gonna change my position because my legs are falling asleep. You can breathe with the ocean breath in any situation. If you're just sitting in your chair, lying down, constrict your throat muscles and make a soft whooshing sound with your throat. Notice that your exhales are getting longer, and the longer they are, the more your parasympathetic system is activated, the more you're able to touch that rest and digest response from your nervous system, that calming and soothing mode of being. Keep going with your ocean breath. Listen to the sound of your breath. Be amazed at how soothing that is. Be empowered that at any given moment, just by changing the way you breathe, you're able to regulate the state of your nervous system. You're able to be mindful of whatever it is that is in front of you right now, and that you're able to hold it and honor it, whatever it is, whether it's difficult or whether it's desirable, any thought, any emotion, just because you're able to self soothe, just because you're able to maintain that state from which you can be an observer of your body and your mind. The last thing we're going to do today, we're going to artificially extend our exhale even further. We're going to start taking breaths in through our nose and exhaling through our pursed lips. In and in and in and you notice that people naturally breathe like this to calm down, and that is for a reason, because you're making the air escape your lungs much slower, because you're obstructing the flow of the escape of the air out of your lungs. We're going to accentuate this effort even further. We're going to lift our chin on the inhale and exhale through our pursed lips again, lowering our chin. And see, here we've artificially created another set of obstructions. Inhale up, exhale down, and pay attention to what your throat is doing. In and out. In this way, your exhales become even longer. And your nervous system believes even more that you are, in fact, calm. Let's do another 3 rounds. And we're going to stop manipulating our breath. Take a couple of regular breaths. And just recap, today we were exploring how to manipulate your breath on the exhale. And we've done the shining skull breath, which is the passive inhales, and forceful exhales through the nose, assisted by your core muscles. So you're sucking your belly in like this. Passive inhale and forceful exhale. We did ocean breath, which is making your throat make a whooshing sound by slightly constricting your throat muscles. Sounds like a soft grunt or a semi snore, or like Darth Vader if you'd prefer. And we did the exhales through our pursed lips to artificially lengthen our exhale, to trick our nervous system to believe that everything is well in the world. In and out through pursed lips. Maybe even assisted by the motion of your head in and out. In and out. And we're going to close by making another thing happen that you can do on the exhale. And that would be the lion breath. We're going to inhale through our nose and exhale through our mouth wide open. Stick your tongue out. In and out. Let's stick our tongue out for reals. In and out. Thank you for breathing with me today. Namaste.